New evidence revealed in a KOMO 4 problem solver investigation could be critical in determining how a former state trooper died.
Ronda Reynold's death was originally labeled as suicide, but problem solver Tracy Vetter's investigation raised questions about that. Tracy joined us now, and the new evidence that you revealed may be instrumental in officially changing the status from a suicide to a homicide.
That's right, Mary, but ultimately that will be up to a court to decide. You're right, the new forensic pathologist and the gunfire test that we revealed could be critical in finding out just what happened to Ronda Reynolds.
After 10 years, much of the original evidence in Ronda Reynolds' death investigation is lost or destroyed. So to understand what happened, KOMO 4 problem solvers returned to the scene of her death. We talked to new experts and the original detective on the case. All believe authorities botched the investigation, calling it a suicide.
It was a murder in 1998, it's a murder today.
They believe it's murder, set to look like suicide.
That's a rearranged scene. That's a staged scene.
Now the evidence the problem solvers revealed will be critical when a judge and perhaps a jury takes a new look at Ronda Reynolds' death.
Once we get in court, we expect that the truth's going to come out. Right now, we're not convinced that it has.
Ronda's mother, Barb Thompson, is suing Lewis County Coroner Terry Wilson. Wilson has changed Ronda's death certificate 4 times, ultimately settling on suicide. But from the beginning, Thompson believed her daughter's death investigation was botched.
I knew that I had a job to do, that I had to get to the bottom of it and find out what happened to my daughter.
This is the actual closet where Ronda's body was found. The problem solvers tested a number of conclusions reached in the original investigation, such as how her body was found.
Okay, go ahead.
Witnesses said they never heard a gunshot. We enlisted the help of firearms expert Marty Hayes. He found the gunshots were louder than a phone, an alarm clock, too loud not to hear. And we turned to forensic pathologist Dr. Jeffrey Reynolds.
This is not a self-inflicted wound.
With more than 2,000 autopsies and 30 years of practice, we asked him to review the case.
It's so unusual that I've never seen it in a suicide. Okay, never, ever, 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 over 30 years.
Barb Thompson and her attorney hope all this evidence will convince a jury that someone killed Ronda Reynolds.
Then there might be some other things that flow from that, maybe a reopened homicide investigation.
Now, it could still be months before Ronda's mother gets her case in front of a judge and perhaps a jury. Ultimately, she hopes that at the least, a jury will decide Ronda did not kill herself, but that someone else is responsible. And of course, we'll stay on top of it and let you know what happens.
Thank you, Tracy.
Interesting. Thank you.